Hi guys, it's Miss Cheney here. I hope you guys are having a great time learning online, and I hope that you guys also had a wonderful spring break. Today, I am going to read you guys a book, one of my favorite books ever, and I hope that you guys will like it just as much as I do. This book is called Pete the Cat's Got Class. I know a lot of you guys really like Pete the Cat, so I'm excited to read it to you guys and be involved with it. It's math time, says Pete's teacher, Mr. G. Pete the cat loves math. He loves how the numbers work together. I know a lot of you guys like math too, so it's exciting to read a book that has to do with school. If I had 3 red blocks and 4 yellow blocks together, how many blocks would we have in all, says Mr. G. Pete raises his hand. 7 blocks, says Pete. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Oh, very good, Pete, says Mr. G. Mr. G asks the class a subtraction question. If I take 2 blocks away from 7 blocks, how many blocks will be left? Pete raises his hand, but the teacher calls on Tom. 9, says Tom. Pete feels bad for Tom. Tom is super smart. He can name all of the dinosaurs. He just has trouble with math. Pete has an idea. He will help Tom become awesome at math. Helping is cool. You guys help your friends a lot at school, and I know that you guys probably miss that a lot. On the bus home from school, Pete sits next to Tom. Do you want to come over and play? Tom asks. I have some new race cars from my birthday. Awesome, says Pete. We can do our math homework and then we can race cars. I hate math, said Tom. You don't hate math, Pete says to Tom. You just don't love it yet. I think we all know that sometimes when we say we hate something, it means that we just haven't tried it yet. And that's okay, and that just means that we can try it and then decide. Pete sets up some blocks. If I had 5 blue blocks and 3 blue-orange blocks together, how many blocks will I have in all? This is boring, says Tom. Can't we play with my race cars? This gives Pete a great idea. Sure we can, he says. Pete lines up some race cars. If 5 red cars are going to the racetrack and 5 yellow cars are going to the car wash, how many cars are on the road? He asks. Easy, says Tom. 10 cars, like a traffic jam. Now what if 2 of the cars stayed home? Pete says. How many cars would be left? Says Tom, studying the lineup. 8 cars. Right, says Pete. See, I told you that math is awesome. Pete quizzes Tom on one math problem after the next. 4 cars minus 1. 3, says Tom. 8 cars plus 7, says Pete. 15, says Tom. I can't believe it. I'm doing math and I'm loving it. Pete and Tom do their homework. Let's see if you need my help, says Pete. Thanks, said Tom, but I know what I'm doing now. The next day, Pete hands his math homework, and so does Tom. After lunch, the teacher passes their assignment back. Pete and Tom each got 1 wrong. I'd like to see you 2 after class, Mr. G says. You both know not to copy someone else's homework, says Mr. G. But we didn't copy, says Pete. You both got the exact same answer wrong, Mr. G tells them. How can we prove that we got answers on our own, says Tom. I know, Pete tells him. Bring your race cars to school tomorrow. Why? Tom asks. You'll see, says Pete with a smile. And the next day, Pete and Tom got to class super early. What are all of the race cars for? Asked Mr. G. To show you how Tom got to be so good at math, says Pete. That's a good idea, showing them how they got their answers. Give Tom a math problem, Pete says. Any math problem at all. I'll get it right, says Tom, without Pete's help. Mr. G gives Tom one math problem after the other, and Tom uses the race cars to get all of the answers right. Whoa, says Mr. G, I am impressed. Pete helped me by making math fun, Tom says. I think that's something we can all learn from Pete, Mr. G said. Take it from Pete, math is fun. See, that's my favorite book because even though sometimes we might be intimidated and scared to try new things or even keep learning them when we're not that good at them, we just need more practice and extra help to get us where we are now. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful time listening to me read this book, and I hope to see you guys really soon back in Mrs. Shipman's class. Have a good rest of your time, guys.